beautiful people, and thank you for joining another read. So today we're going to do a pick a card. The topic of interest is, what do others think of you versus what it actually is? The first group here is number 19, Tower. This is going to be your read. The second group is going to be number 35, Anchor. And then the third and final group is going to be number 13, Child. So whatever one resonates with you, I'm going to put a timestamp and you can go ahead and select it to go straight to your read. If more than one calls to you, go ahead and select it. There may be something in that message for you. Again, this is gender fluid, and at any time that you hear it, this message may be for you. There is no time constraints as well. If you hear this message, it is meant for you. Pile 1. So if you chose this, number 19, Tower, this is your reading. And again, it's what do others think of you versus what it really is. Based on the Tower, it represents protection, permanence, isolation, and stability. This card deals with the results of work and steady efforts that bring stability and a reliable position. The Tower represents true values, a quiet place, high status, but it can also represent loneliness and isolation. So people may think that you're lonely or isolated at this time. You may be in a sense of a sort of hermit mode maybe, but on the actual reality, you could be working very hard on fortifying your home, building yourself up, maybe on a career, maybe in school, maybe just yourself, working on, again, self-love, which is what this channel endorses and perpetuates for other self-love and growth. You could be on your own personal building of your own tower, so to speak. So moving on. In a people spread, this Tower card represents a person with status, position in society, a public person, an official, authority, and sometimes an authoritarian, such as a manager or a parent, such as a father or a mother, but primarily a bit of masculine energy, so taking charge here. Someone really is standing in their power, firm like the Tower. Now, behind that here, we have 15, which is the Bear. And the Bear actually represents strength, power, greatness, generosity, responsibility. So behind that loneliness exterior, where it seems like you're just hiding away in your tower or in this hermit mode, you're actually hibernating. That's what I'm getting, hibernating, building yourself up, waiting for that perfect opportunity to truly showcase what it is that you've been building and working on, or to fully live or embody whatever it is that you've been pursuing. But the Bear card is about serving the highest goals with courage, perseverance, and nobility. It could involve patronage and protection from powerful people, so that also speaks to possibly putting yourself in a place where you're protecting yourself. You're, again, with the Tower, surrounding yourself in a fortress from what seems like others who don't have the best intention, or so that you can grow in an environment where there aren't people who could possibly disturb what you're trying to build. But moving along, this card can symbolize a desire to possess material goods or simply generosity. In the negative aspect, it could reveal the presence of an enemy who may want to inflict harm out of personal dislike or envy. So that piggybacks further on where I was going with that. The Bear could mean a mentor, a formidable rival, or an authoritarian personality, And in a people spread as a person, it characterizes a patronizing or imperious person. It could be a strong friend, a role model, or a superior, perhaps an official or a leader. In the literal sense, the Bear is a stocky man who has an unapproachable look but is soft around the edges. In a relationship spread, it shows loyalty, a devoted partnership, patronage, and parental love. So this is someone who may be very gruff on the outside, but a softy and completely loving on the inside. And this may be what other people may see. They may see this hard, gruff person, but on the inside, you're very generous, reliable, loving, and an absolute softy. But you have to protect yourself from others, so they see that maybe you have this lonely exterior, but you're just protecting your space. So let's move along here. Creeping is the card that comes out. So it looks like people want to know what you're doing. People want to look into your life. It seems like you have something special or something about you that draws the attention of others. Maybe this new beginning that I'm getting from the Death card, you've transformed yourself somehow through what seems to be a hermit mode situation or self-isolation possibly. Or just maybe this energy I'm picking up on could just be really working on themselves, and so other people make the assumption that you are self-isolating when maybe you just don't have time. You would love to, but you're too busy building yourself up, too busy fortifying your world. It usually represents the ending of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one, or the death of a version of oneself. So a death of an old version of oneself, excuse me. This could also represent loss, but I'm definitely getting transformation, changing, rearranging. And people want to know. That's where I'm getting this very creeping owl from. They want to see what's going on. The Tower, it definitely gives that you're protecting your space, your place, your peace, what you're building or what you're trying to build. And if you've ever seen the movie Lord of the Rings, there's I'm not sure if it's the first, one of the parts of it, they're trying to break into this fortress. It's basically when this king, his land is basically overran by orcs and like all the dark forces, and all their people have to basically fall back to this one fortress, and it's supposed to be impenetrable. They can't break through it. It's called Helm's Deep. That's what I'm getting. You've built your own fortified version of Helm's Deep. People are trying to get in. And, you know, in the movie Helm's Deep, they only have like this one tiny Achilles heel, and it's like a tiny little hole just beneath the fortress that the orcs essentially have to do like their damn hardest to get to. Like they have to basically kill themselves basically just to get to this little tiny little segment, just so they can blast their way through this person, through basically Helm's Deep, your impenetrable fortress is what I'm getting. So people really want to know what's going on with you. They're wondering if you're lonely. They're wondering if you still have this tough exterior or this tough nature about you. But based on this draw here, you're strong, you're reliable, you're generous, you're loving. No matter how it looks on the outside, this tower that you've built is essentially to protect yourself from those basically on the outside who want to look in, who want in. And I definitely get a bit of envy, because you've made it on the other side of this transformation, it seems. And people just want to know how you did it. So hopefully this message resonated, it was helpful. But again, keep growing, keep glowing, keep building that beautiful fortress that you're building. Continue to work on yourself, and protect what is most valuable to you. And again, I hope this was helpful. Blessed be. Okay, pile 2. If you selected number 35, Anchor, this is your message. And again, it's what they think versus what it really is. So the anchor speaks to constancy, security, reliability, and stability. The anchor is a symbol of well-being and stability after difficult times. It indicates realization of goals due to loyalty and consistency of people involved. It means a quiet harbor or sanctuary among the people in your closest circle. It also speaks to expecting success in business matters. Now, The unfavorable aspect could be shaky foundation, lack of clear convictions, stubbornness or rigidity of ideas. So, from the outside looking in, people may think that you lack foundation, you lack rigidity, you can be stubborn, or you lack conviction in some manner. This also can mean that people may think that you lack the ability to stick to a routine. Oh, some people, they might be saying something about your ability to hold a job that maybe for some people take it as it resonates, but what they don't know is that you have deeper, more far-reaching goals in mind, and people may not always see from your perspective. But let's keep going. Number 1, writer. Okay, so we're going to finish up with anchor before I go to writer. Now, as a person, this card describes someone who's resolute, balanced it's a balanced character, can be stubborn, and often argumentative. This person may be tied to their work or some version of workaholism, which a workaholic basically, which is counterproductive to people possibly thinking that this person can't hold a job. On the contrary, this person knows exactly what they want from life, from their career in general, and they don't settle. So what may seem like someone who's a hot potato or can't seem to hold a specific position, they're just not settling. This person isn't going to settle until they find, their dream role, their passion career, so to speak, if that makes sense. So again, take it as it resonates. Now, in a relationship, the anchor symbolizes a loyal and reliable person. It indicates stable feelings and extreme devotion. Now, there's a solid foundation for the well-being of the family here. This is a family man or family woman. And again, this could be someone who is mistaken for as what the term they use now is a simp. This person just may be a lover girl or a lover guy, but not in the fuck boy or fuck woman sense, if that makes sense. They're for family only. They love, but they love it with a purpose, to build for a family, foundation solid, reliable, like the anchor. Once you drop that anchor, it's there until you pull it back up, and again, that takes work. So let's go on to writer. So number 1, writer speaks to news, visits, travel, and movement. So piggybacking on, and I hate to keep going back to it, but it's the best example, is someone thinking that this person isn't reliable, can't hold possibly a job again, or isn't stable. But this person is about as strong and solid as it gets. And with writer, it says this person is going places. Message. All right, so this card brings important news. The neighboring cards highlight positive and negative aspects of this news. Okay, so the writer card may signal the way out of a future solution or to a disturbing issue. This card predicts fresh ideas, business activity, and new beginnings. In any case, it indicates that something will soon rush into your life, bringing change. And so, surprise, what people may think or see on the outside is that nothing's coming for you, that you're going nowhere fast, but actually you're going somewhere almost as fast as a shooting star, and they're going to blink and miss it. In a people spread, it can symbolize a courier or a man with news. So if this is legal matters where people may know or see or hear of you having some type of court-related snafu, a court-related ordeal, it's going to go into your favor. It's going to go your way, essentially. Now, in a relationship spread, the writer gives a clue that the near future brings plans for you to meet with someone who may bring information. This card might mean new love or flirtation. So definitely piggybacking on solid for a family. This person may be coming into new love. People may have seen this person or you, again, the energy I'm picking up on here is a lost cause, maybe in the lane of love. And this could be just a late bloomer situation where, again, you were not about to settle. And in doing so, you finally come, or soon to be coming in contact with your forever soulmate, your partner, your other half is en route to you and coming. Now, with finance, this symbolizes an authorized representative solving your issues and managing your assets. So more in terms of court and legal matters, or if you're starting a new business and trying to get all those I's dotted and those T's crossed, it looks like things are going to go in your favor as well, or go smoothly, as smooth as things can go in terms of getting all those finances and legal documents in place here. So let's see what we have. Forcer and the Strength card. Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want in strength. Okay. So with that here and strength, it says that you have had to give a lot of pushback to those who didn't see, see that you had stability, see that you were strong, saying that you could hold things down, if that makes sense. You have a level of strength and patience that seems to be unmatched. Now with Anchor, Rider, and Forcer, it gives me the impression that people may think that I don't know, maybe they think that if they push enough, they can get you to do things, to go in a certain direction. Is that why I'm getting this never settle energy? Now, with strength, it's a card of courage and fortitude. It indicates that one has grown strong through overcoming difficult times. In readings about money, strength indicates that you're in a strong financial position. Strength can also mean that you need a lot of strength and patience in dealing with a certain problem. So, again, you have something that's totally unmatched here. You have patience, you have fortitude. You see, I guess, the bigger aspect of things, where people think that, oh, okay, maybe they think that you're forceful since you don't settle. But it's like, you don't settle because you've been through difficult times and you know what it looks like to just give in to anything, I suppose. Okay. And that you haven't given in and that you won't give in is because it's due to your resilience and your fortitude, and that's how you're going to end up bumping into your forever person. So you definitely have a lot of inner strength. You have a lot of patience. And you care for others. You have courage and confidence. So continue to not settle. Continue to wait. And if people see or view you as having a forceful nature, or not being able to stay in one place, just remember where you came from and what led you to this point and what your ultimate goal is. Whatever it is that's causing you not to settle and to continue to have that patience and overall strength and courage to move forward, continue to stay within that mantra and mindset. So I know this was all over the place, but I do hope this was helpful. Blessed be. Okay, pile 3. If you select child number 13, this is your message. The child speaks to childhood, trust, a new stage, and immaturity. So on the outside looking in, people may think that you're a bit immature or naive, childish even. Uh-oh. This card signifies the beginning of the path and a myriad of options available to pursue. The child refers to prospects and potentials, something small and not yet developed. It suggests naivety and the need to trust others with more experience. It can raise the possibility of a child's birth or a new endeavor. So people may think that if you haven't been around lately, people may think that you have a new baby. Take that as it resonates. Or people may think that you easily are led, meaning that you can be told anything and believe it to be truth. But on the other hand, what I see is that this person may have strategic competence, meaning you may let people think one thing, but you really know what's going on. You allow people to come to you with information so that you can make an informed decision, and in a lot of ways it can be viewed as naivety because maybe you don't put all your cards, on the table right away, so to speak. So moving along, let's see what we have here next. Now I'm going to finish up with the child card, but I just like to see to get more energy. So we have number 5, tree. Now, okay, so let's finish with child. As a person, this can represent children or adolescents, or it might symbolize an adult with possibly an infantile personality. Someone could also be young in spirit or just have fresh ideas. This could also be someone who's frivolous, simple-minded, or irresponsible. So people may think at times that you're irresponsible. Or maybe that's just your way of strategically doing things so that they don't try to load responsibilities that aren't yours onto your plate. Okay, in a relationship spread, it describes a tender yet powerful emotions, such as the beginning of a romance or the birth of a child. Again, if you are not looking to have a baby, be careful. Or if you are looking to have a baby, it may be on the horizon for you, and congratulations. Or people just see that you're trajected to have a child. Again, take it as it resonates. Now, yeah, it could even represent someone's desire to have children. This also represents someone who could possibly be thoughtless or have this carefree nature towards life. And now tree speaks to life energy, force, health, and possibilities. So you could be just seen as someone who's the most vibrant person in the family tree living. Again, take it as it resonates. You could be just viewed as the child among all of the family. Like they may, for example, let's say you go to a family function and your older cousins or your aunts, uncles, family are there, and they see you or view you as if you were a child. But let's say you're well into your adulthood. Let's transpose 13 and let's say you're 31, but they still treat you as if you're 13. Your family tree may still view you as a child. Take it as it resonates. So with the tree, the main idea symbolized by this card is stable growth, ripening and maturity, solid character and intentions, the ability to enjoy life, natural wisdom, strong health, and inner power. People may not even notice that you have a wealth of knowledge inside of you. They just probably take you at face value and say, oh, this young face. You could be very handsome or pretty. People might just see you as a pretty face and may not even take time to get to know you, to see the depth of your roots, to see, how deep those waters run within you. You may be very mature, very stable as a person, and people may not see that about you. or your intentions. This card also suggests a clear mind and the ability to rationally analyze one's actions as well as events taking place around him or her. As a person, this card means a good, reliable person pursuing his or her ideas or ideals. It symbolizes a fully developed person who can clearly envision his or her way of life. For example, a leader or a business person, and this just piggybacks on people may not know how deep you are, how strong, how much you actually have going for yourself. And it's because of appearances at first glance, or people just not being able to make that adult transition with you. Again, take it as it resonates. It could suggest also somebody who's connected with gardening and landscaping. So you may be a nature, earth child, hippy dippy. So people may only see you as, a certain way, and it may be hard to take you seriously. But, even hippies are, people. I hate to use hippies as a term, but that's, someone who's very nature and fun-loving, carefree. They have their own, battles and things that they have to contend with as well. So no one gets to be as old as they are not learning or picking up a thing or two in life. And that may be overlooked by you as a person. In work matters, it also indicates successful development of business, strong support, and a stable income. So you could be doing very well for yourself, and people just overlook that as well, possibly. But you're very healthy, active, and involved, and it seems like with tree, it's very nature-centric. Or again, it resonates heavily with someone's family tree, family and friends. Okay, so we have here the moving card, and then the Knight of Cups. Moving behind child, the Knight of Cups. So yeah, with the child card, and moving, it says that there's things in procession taking place that others, again, aren't taking time to really see. So you're definitely moving to the flow of your own stream, if that makes sense. The Knight of Cups refers to possibly a romantic interest, a crush, or a lover coming forward with an offer that will move things forward. So keep that in mind for those who may be single or in some newly budding romance that's taking place. This also means a pleasant invitation, or taking some type of romantic trip. But it tells me that you're moving with your heart. You're moving with your emotional intellect, and it's going to lead to opportunities. With the tree and the child card here, carefree, flowing, moving. People may not be open to this type of, fluidity in a person, and so that could be overlooked. You're in a league of your own, if that makes sense. So hopefully this message was helpful and resonated in any way for you. People can't look past your beautiful young exterior, or may believe that you're naive, but you are very strategically competent, and you don't allow people to play with you, if that makes sense. So again, I hope this message resonated and was helpful in any way. Blessed be.